Hi guys. Welcome to the stream. My name is Kyla. I'm excited to be here. I'm going to be calling this stream the Cinema Lounge with Kyla because we are going to be discussing all things film. We have some very interesting films coming out in April or that have already came out. So today I'm going to be discussing two films, one that already came out and then one that's coming out at the end of April. So let's get right into it. The first one I'm going to be discussing is the Robert Pattinson and Zendaya movie called The Drama. So this one came out in the beginning of April. This is a A24 film, which first let's talk about A24. A24 is an independent film company that started in New York. It was founded in 2012 by Daniel Katz, David Finkel, and John Hodges. So A24 is known for being in kind of like the indie realm. They do a lot of horror and indie films, some which do really, really great, and others are like a hit or miss. So I'm excited to see what this movie will be like. The premise of the movie is basically Zendaya and Robert Pattinson are about to get married, and the week before their wedding, just a lot happens and a lot of things unravel, and a lot of things just go wrong the week before the wedding. So I think it'll be really interesting because Zendaya, I think her character has a really, really big secret that is going to be revealed within the movie. So I'm excited to see how that plays out within the movie. The movie has been doing really, really well with the promotion. I think especially because with Robert Pattinson, I feel like for me personally, it's really hard to see him outside of Twilight because that was such a really, really big franchise and it went on for so many years. I personally did not watch him in Batman because I'm a Marvel girl all day, every day. I don't do DC, so I never saw him in Batman. But I think this will be my first time seeing him in something outside of Twilight. So I'm excited to see how his acting has grown and how this character is probably much, much different from his character in Twilight. As we all know, Zendaya is a very, very talented actor, so I already know that she's going to kill the role. But I'm excited to see what the film is like just because again it is an A24 film and they tend to be very indie and you have to really pay attention to get it. Like they have some movies that have done really, really well, like Everything Everywhere All at Once that got a 92% on Rotten Tomatoes. But then a film that recently came out with Paul Rudd and Jenna Ortega, which was Death of a Unicorn, which only received about a 50% on Rotten Tomatoes. So I think with A24, it's really, really hit or miss with them. But a lot of their movies I do really enjoy, so I will be going to see this one. The next one we have that has not come out yet, but I'm sure everybody knows about, is the Michael Jackson biographic movie. This comes out in April 24th, and I'm super excited to see it. If you didn't already know, Jafar Jackson, which is Michael Jackson's nephew, will be playing the role of Michael Jackson. Now, the film already was in headlines because they wasted over $15 million in reshoots because they had a big scandal with filming the scene about all the allegations that happened with Michael Jackson being involved with children. And ultimately, they decided to change the ending, which ended up costing them $15 million. So everybody's wondering what the new ending is, and so am I. But I'm also excited because Jafar Jackson was recently on The Tonight Show and he was saying how he filmed Thriller in the same place that Michael Jackson filmed Thriller and that there was a full moon while they were filming and he looked almost identical to Michael Jackson and I think he got the voice down pretty well too. So I'm really excited to see it and see how it plays out because it's always iffy with biographics, especially when you have a legend like Michael Jackson. How do you do such a legend justice, in such a short amount of time? His whole life was legendary, and you're, kind of fitting it into a 2-hour movie. So I'm excited to see what they decide to put in and what they decide to leave out when it comes to his life, but we'll see. And the cast is stacked. Nia Long and Coleman Domingo. If you don't know Nia Long, you should. Boys in the Hood, Friday, The Best Man Holiday, and so much more. So she will be playing Michael Jackson's mother, Catherine. And then Coleman Domingo, which if you don't know him, Sing Sing. The Color Purple, and I feel like most people maybe know him from Euphoria. He doesn't have a huge role in Euphoria, but I feel like that's what a lot of people like from my generation know him from. So he would be playing Joe Jackson. I'm super, super excited to see that. And the production is Lionsgate Film, which they also have a really, really, really good record with the films that they put out. So I'm excited to see if Jafar will do him justice. I think that he will from the trailers that I've seen. And I just know the music, the production, everything I feel like is going to be great. So these are two movies that I'm going to be tuning into this April, and I hope you guys will too. And on the next stream, I'll come back and let you guys know what I thought about them. But this has been the Cinema Lounge with Kyla. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you on the next stream.